We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready. 52 blue. Chop. 17.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
First and 10, Taylor now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 10, Tua. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Drill, 52.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Terrell Lewis. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Howell. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and very short, Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. It's Howell. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they go play action with Howell. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll go play action. Howell. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice little juke. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Field, flat. Hurry, let's go.
Now Tua. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
You, yellow.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, D.
Drill green.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. gun. He'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
97. Check snap.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, go.
Here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
50 red. 52 blaster. Black ultra. Set cut.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Claws red.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Blue is striking.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Faking the handoff. Howell steps away. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Another throw for Howell. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Watch out now. 52.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
43 rail. Ready, go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on on 3rd and inches. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here,